Right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are with another Lithuanian beer. So we have, and I don't know because I've not researched this, but I believe this is probably a town in Vilnius in Lithuania. It's called Senojo. Senojo? Senojo. It's got a picture of a town on it. Um, Let me see. It's all in black and white. I mean, if you belong to my Instagram at Ruku's Beer, you'll see pictures of this on there, so come and join me at Ruku's Beer. I'll send the description below for my Instagram account. You'll see some better detail because this camera doesn't autofocus on the front camera. But it's a little town. There's like a lake. It's on a lake. So you've got the lake sort of in the middle, houses on a bank, and then behind that's like this massive bush area with what looks like a castle or a church or something at the top there. A few people on some sort of boats there. You can just see the tower there. That's a tower. This is all the bush. This is a lake. Houses along here, and a few people there in the boats. Now this is 5.6%. It's a 500ml. This is a dark beer, and it says it's naturally fermented, which I love. This is why I love Lithuania because they do a lot of these. Ingredients are water, pale and caramel, barley, malts, and hops. Okay. Interesting. Store at 2 to 25 degrees. Well, I think this is a bit above 2 because I had this in the fridge. And normally I always follow the guidelines for these beers. I always keep them at the right temperatures, or try to. But on this occasion I haven't. Now what's good about this one is it's a twist off, and it tells you their twist off. So let's cut my hands open and let's get this open, shall we? Because let's face it, all twist offs do cut your hands open. Cunt. Yeah, just like that. That fucking hurt. Fucking piece of shit. Right, crack on. I don't know what that was. There's a little bit of fluff just come out of that. That's what happens when you have so many glasses and you don't use half them. I've got over 30 different pint glasses, and I have my favourites, of course, but mostly some of these are done for these videos because you can see the carbonation, you can see through them. And they look better, let's be honest, but yeah. Don't go and get 30 different pint glasses, some that are borrowed and some that are bought. That's why people used to love coming to me, because you know they always get a choice of glasses. And before you ask, no, I don't have every pint glass going. Right, well, there we go. That is safe to say that is exactly what it says on the tin. It is a dark beer. I would say it's an amber that is very reminiscent of Quack, the Belgian beer, which is one of my all-time favourites, hence the glass. It's got that sort of similar head to Quack as well, with that corny off-white head. It's like a cone. Carbonation not too bad in this glass. I mean, there's no mention here, but it's doing okay. It's holding its own. Right, I can probably tell you it's a smell of brown bread due to the colour, but we're going to try and bypass that, and we're going to see if what I can get on this. And surprisingly, I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting anything. It just smells fresh. Just smells clean. Just, I don't know. Just nothing. Right. Bit disappointing. Here we go. Cheers, everyone. Oh, that's an interesting finish. Oh, that's an interesting finish. Initially, it's very bland. It doesn't really taste of anything. It's just very water. It's just like I can't explain, just water with bare minimal flavour. Like, you know, you used to buy, I don't know if they still sell them, to jazz up water, they used to sell these little things like Ribena or something that was in a little carton like that, or a little bit of orange juice that you could take with you on the go. Should you get a bland tongue from all the water, you could just drop it in and magically it now becomes like Ribena or orange juice. It's kind of like that, a weak juice kind of taste. Not much going on. Then all of a sudden, right at the end, everything just comes in at once. So there's no initial flavour, just all at once is at the end. For burps, I have a good beer. I'm getting a hint of rye, and I'm also getting caramel, and a little bit of brown bread, and also, strangely enough, a little bit of a charred note as well. And that is actually somewhat beautiful, because I tell you what, that rye with that charred and that little sweetness in there, marriage made in heaven. You really get, you can tell that they've used like dark malts in this, or they've roasted the malts quite well, but what I can't get is there's that wateriness to this, and I can't put my finger on it. I don't know if it's natural. I don't know if it's, you know, unnatural or filtered. I don't think it is filtered because it's not as smooth. So I think this could be. Actually, I don't want to call it. I don't want to call this, but I think it could be a form of natural water, like a spring, or they've dug it from deep below the earth, because that is too clean to be sort of standard water that's used in a beer. And surprisingly, the body of this is, I would say, semi-light. It's very sort of medium light bodied, but again, it's unmistakable. You can taste that water, and I can't get my head around that. That is something that's just thrown me. And the taste towards the end it's very rare that a beer develops all the flavour at the end. It's usually you get bit by bit, or you get ton at the start, fuck all in the middle, load at the end. I'm really loving that caramel taste to that. It is nice. It's not overpowering. It's just a little bit of caramel, or even a smidge of honey, even. And if I'm going to liken it to a honey, it would be like a Spanish forest fruit. You know what I mean? It's like that sort of sticky, figgy richness. But it's only for a brief moment, so it doesn't interfere. But it's just there. It's lovely. And that dark malt, as I said before, complements it very well. So for that reason, I really quite like this, and this has actually surprised me. I'm not going to lie, this has really surprised me. I think, you know, it's a weird way of doing it, but hey, it works, and it's naturally brewed, natural. Probably got some sediment in the bottle. Should I bother to look for it? I can't see any. I can't see because it's so dark, but yeah, probably. But yeah, cracking beer. This, I would give this a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 for me. Absolutely beautiful. Lovely stuff. And very surprising. So there you go. Even I'm surprised. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Lovely!